Hello, I'm Tristan Abram. I am the new athletic director, head football coach here at Pittsburgh. And I would like to tell you, number one, that it is great to be a Pittsburgh Pirate and to be associated with this community and this school district. My time that has been spent here already has been phenomenal. Some of the best times that I've already had in my 18 years of being in this business and being around kids and within communities. So I would first like to thank you for welcoming myself and my family to this community, and we are extremely excited to be here. Now I would like to welcome you to the 2020-2021 Athletic Banquet. As everything else that has taken place within the world this past year, we know that things have been just a bit different, but this is a great time for us to celebrate the great things that have taken place in Pittsburgh athletics and with these young men and these young women and their accomplishments throughout this year. So please sit back, enjoy this video, and I'll see you soon.
What a year and season we had this year at Pittsburgh Pirates cross country. It was special primarily because it was the first normal after 6 months of the COVID shutdown. So kids were just so excited to get back. Coaches were excited to get back. And I'll tell you, just when we were able to get those kids back and compete, it was just, I'd never experienced anything so awesome just because we'd been away for so long. The UIL told us in July they limited some things. So they limited the runners to 10 per team. Where in the past at sub-varsity you could have upwards of 25 or as many athletes as you wanted. And they also limited the number of teams that could be at meets. So as opposed to having 18, 19, 20 teams at each place, you could only have 7 teams. So the layout of cross-country changed, but I was so proud of our coaches, so proud of our athletes and how resilient they were just because, they were able to take those limits and be very excited to go compete. It was still a great season with those protocols. We made it through, and what a year it was. I'd like to share a few of the highlights from this season. First of all, we had our first annual Troy Segura Classic. Our administration was gracious, and Troy's family was very supportive, and we were able, that was probably one of the proudest moments of our cross-country program, was just being able to host a meet in Troy's honor. We had 7 teams there. We had a great showing, and boy, it was so great to see the community, administration, teachers, athletes, faculty, just so many departments, maintenance and technology. Everybody helped us make that thing just a really big deal. We were able to also construct a cross-country course here on our campus. That turned out to be amazing, and because of that, we were able to host a district cross-country meet on the campus of Pittsburgh High School. That course is now being maintained and actually growing, and we're doing more work in the woods as we speak and expect that thing to just get better every year. Our numbers grew throughout the season. Every week it seemed like someone came up and said, "Coach, I want to run. Coach, can I join the team? Coach, can I join the team?" What a season it was. I think these are some of the best kids in the entire school, and I was just thankful to be a part of their team. Going to the boys' side of cross country, I'd like to share a few highlights. They were at 2 meets during the regular season. They were meet champions. We were the team district runner-up. We had an individual champion at every regular season meet, meaning that we had an individual finish first place at every meet this season. We had lots of help from our soccer program, especially as the season grew towards district. Our soccer program came out and volunteered to run and participated and did an outstanding job. We had our entire varsity team qualified for the regional meet. We had a sophomore who actually, we had 1 state qualifier, and that was awesome. And man, how I look forward to next year with this group of guys. What a season it was, and have a few awards we'd like to share. First of all, we'd like to honor our JV Runner of the Year. Look forward, he was young, and we look very forward to having him in the future. I think he can step up and help our varsity team as soon as next year. Our JV Cross Country Boy Runner of the Year, Gabriel Garcia. And moving on to the most valuable runner, our MVP for the varsity cross country team this season, our state qualifier, our sophomore, Jacob Berryhill. Well, The good thing about cross country is we're able to coach boys and girls. So now I'd like to move on to the girls side of some highlights and then some awards. The most thing that I'm proudest of with our girls cross country program is the various sports and the amount of various sports that are represented in our cross country program. It's not always fun to run, especially 2 miles. Those practices, it's easy to find excuses to not run, and I'm so proud of the girls in our athletic program that just are willing to go do whatever we ask. Some highlights: our JV team was 4-time champion during the regular season. Our varsity team was champion at 3 meets throughout the course of the regular season. And when our varsity volleyball team got quarantined, we had so many kids step up that had not ran, because we lost 9 kids that were able to keep our season moving for 14 days. And another very, very promising fact is that the district cross-country meet, the day it was held, was the day those varsity volleyball players came back from quarantine after a 14-day layoff. They all came, they showed up the first day they could return, and they showed up and competed at the district meet. I just thought, after being out of school 14 days and coming straight back to run 2 miles and represent their school, I think it shows team and family and how our GLP athletes are going to compete. We had 1 regional qualifier. Abby Ramirez qualified individually to go to the regional meet, had a great showing. We look forward to those UIL regulations broadening, being able to make our numbers bigger next year, and I'm ready to see how many kids we can get to show up on Wednesday mornings this summer for our cross-country preparation. We'd like to move on to our awards on the girls' side of cross-country. So excited about this one, boy. She's had a strong year. We're excited about her future. Our JV Athlete of the Year, Jael Delgado. And our varsity MVP, our most valuable runner for the varsity girls cross-country team, was our regional qualifier. Congratulations to Abby Ramirez. Thanks again to all the people that supported our cross-country program. We look forward to next year, and go Pirates.
Hi, I'm Coach Danielson, and I'm going to present the awards for the tennis season, 2021 tennis season. We had an awesome season, competing in some strong bracket tournaments. This year, players showed resilience and determination throughout the season, bringing home trophies in almost every tournament we participated in. Our program is growing, and I couldn't be more proud of the dedication and effort each player has shown throughout the season. This group was a lot of fun to coach, and even more fun to watch their love and for the sport grow into a true passion that I know will drive them to success in the future. I'm going to present 2 awards. The first award is the Pirate Award. This is someone who displays the characteristics every pirate should strive to be. Someone who has a great attitude, is dependable, a true leader, has a great work ethic, and also displays a positive energy on and off the court. This athlete could be found at the courts on any given day, putting in extra work to improve his skills. He went above and beyond just the daily work that we put in to be a better player, and I'm very proud of this young man and how much he has grown in the 2 years he's been a part of the tennis program. The Pirate Award goes to Aldo Ramirez. The next award is the Tennis MVP Award. This athlete exceeded my expectations all season. He's a true MVP, and a true MVP must love what they do and have a true passion and desire to perform at the highest level. My MVP is not a stranger to hard work, and he would even walk several miles to get to the courts to practice on his off days for hours on end. Anytime I would drive by the tennis courts, he would be out there practicing, because he knew that the way to greatness was practice. His daily grind could not be matched, and he showed that with a consistent improvement throughout the season and his success in match play. I'll miss this young man since he will graduate in a few weeks, and I'm so very proud of the player this athlete has become. The MVP award goes to Elias Espinoza. I'm so proud of each and every one of my tennis players. They truly make coaching tennis enjoyable, and I appreciate each one of them and all of their effort for a great season. Thank you.
All right, I'm here to discuss the volleyball season from this past year. It was a crazy year, to say the least. We had to deal with a lot of new things like the mask and social distancing. We had to split practices a lot, but we made it through it and we survived. We ended up having a large number come out. We ended up with 3 teams. Our JV black team did very well this season. They ended up losing only 2 games. Our JV gold team grew and got better as the year went on. They started competing towards the end. I was very proud of the work they put in. Our varsity team, we did very good during preseason. We started competing well. We gave it all we had every single game, and I was very proud of them. We ended up with our first district win that the school has seen in a while. So we kind of laid the foundation for what is great things that are to come. With Coach Morgan taking over next year, I'm excited to see what the future holds for our volleyball program. The academic awards for volleyball, so you have to maintain a 90 or above average during season. So the following girls received academic all-district: Kyra Mason, Ariel Kellum, Tashanti Moss, Daytona Torrey, Natalie Stiles, Sanaa Hollins, Abby Wiley, Abby Ramirez, Kylie Posey, Chelsea Blaylock, and Trinity Hood. The other all-district honors, we had a first-team all-district selection was Natalie Stiles. Honorable mention was Daytona Torrey, Alicia Lamel, and Ariel Kellum. I was very proud of each of those girls and the whole team as a whole. I think we did great this year, and just can't wait to see what the future holds for us. The overall volleyball awards this year, I'm going to give Offensive Player of the Year to Alicia Lamel, Defensive Player of the Year to Daytona Torrey, and overall MVP award to Natalie Stiles.
Good afternoon. As everyone knows, I am Coach Billy Hashaway, and it is my honor and privilege to be able to give out the football awards for this 2020 season. This season may not have turned out the way that we wanted it to be, but although everything wasn't where we wanted it, we still had those that came and exemplified the things that it takes to be a Pirate football player. This year we're going to give out 2 awards. The first award will be the Pirate Pride Award, which is given to the player who demonstrates what it means to be a Pirate, which includes being at practice every day, coming to do whatever is asked of them without question, and they went to battle every Friday night. The second award we will give out will be the Team MVP. This player came into every game as someone who had to be game planned against, went to battle every game with the intention of playing every snap, and did what they were asked to do even when it was uncomfortable. This year's Pirate Pride Award winner goes to a guy who rarely came off the field. He finished the season with 17 receptions for 103 yards, 1 touchdown. He also had 101 carries for 431 yards. As a running back coach, I look at yards per carry, 4.3 yards a carry, that's pretty good. And 2 touchdowns. He lived on an island on defense where he was rarely tested. He had 14 solo tackles and 2 assists, totaling into 16 tackles and 7 passes defensed. This player also had 2 kickoff returns for 11 yards. This year's Pirate Pride Award winner goes to none other than Kentericus KJ Williams. The next award, the Pirate Team MVP. This guy never came off the field. He finished the season with 7 receptions for 113 yards, 3 kickoff returns for 71 yards, 25 solo tackles, 9 assists totaling into 34 tackles, 6 passes defensed, and 1 fumble recovery for 94 yards. This player also had 26 total kickoffs, averaging 43.7 yards a kick with 5 touchbacks. And to continue and furthermore tell you how much of an MVP this guy was, he went 11 of 14 field goals, which is an 80% success rate. The MVP winner for the 2020-2021 football season is Giovanni Rojas. We want to thank these players for all they have done for the athletic program during their time in Pittsburgh, and we wish them nothing but success in their future endeavors. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tyler and this is Kristen. We wanted to take this time to recognize our student trainers that helped us this year, and given that it was a COVID year and all the COVID guidelines that we had to follow, we wanted to make sure that we let them know how much we appreciate them this year. We had a couple come in and out, but we want to really recognize the 4 that stayed with us throughout the whole year. And we're going to go ahead and recognize those kids real quick. I'm going to let Miss Nugent here recognize them.
So our senior Zoe, we just wanted to thank you for your hard work and stuff, always laughing and bringing a little extra spunk to practice. You were great at that. But we're excited to have you again for your next year, for your senior year. And then Sadie, you always brought joy and laughter to practice, and you did really good. Y'all really helped us out stepping up, and like I said, we're just looking forward to you helping us out for your senior year. Lucy, this is your first year helping us out. We really appreciate you, and you're a great addition to the team. You did whatever was asked of you, and you just always were trying to look for different ways to help each other out. And again, we're excited to have you come back next year. And Chris, this is also your first year to help us. You did a great job helping us during practice and Thursday night games. I know you loved being around the team and loved the energy and was always looking forward to when you could go to the next game. And but we really appreciate you helping out. You had a great attitude, and we're excited to have you back next year. So those 4, we just want to say thanks for your help. Y'all did a great job, and we're looking forward to next year. So good job.
Hi, my name is Duane Johnson. I'm the head wrestling coach. And I want to thank our team for a great season. We had our first wrestler go to regionals. Since we started, this is our 3rd year. I also want to say that we got coaches from other teams come up to us saying how much they enjoyed all the way the team supported each other and cheered for each other. I thought that was a great thing, since wrestling is an individual sport first, but you guys are still a team. So the awards go to JV Wrestler of the Year is Justice Clifton. Varsity Wrestler is LaKendrick Black. And Most Valuable Wrestler goes to Raven Hartman. Thank you.
All right. Well, it's a great day to be alive and a Lady Pirate, we like to say. And I'd like to visit with you today about our girls' basketball season. This was the 3rd year of what we've been trying to build, and we had our most successful season so far. Goodness, it's so exciting about where we're headed and the future we're able to see. Just a few years ago, we talked about BIB, meaning bring it back, trying to bring back the tradition of the playoff runs. And this year we found some motivation behind the numbers 2, period 12, period 21. We called it 2-12-21 because we knew on the UIL calendar that was the date of the first round of the bi-district playoffs. The kids bought into that 2-12-21. We had a group of ladies that I'd like to say thank you to from our community. We called them the Warriors. They looked out for our young ladies on a daily basis, shared encouraging words with them, and I'm so thankful for that group of ladies. This season we had to overcome some adversity. I think that's one thing that athletics teaches kids, and one reason I'm such a proponent of athletics is just how do you react in the face of adversity. This season we had some untimely injuries. We had some quarantines. They had to spend 2 weeks with me at the gym, and I'd like to thank Mr. Hill and our entire high school staff for once we qualified for the playoffs, allowing us to house all of the young ladies in the gym to do their classes online, just to try to keep away from any possible quarantine. Just those few stories show the adversity and the support we received from every level of our district. So happy to be a leader in a program that has so much support throughout our entire school. A few of the highlights that we're very proud of from our season, we get to Pleasant Grove. We had started off 0-1 in district. We hadn't beat Pleasant Grove since 2013. We're down 1 with 4 seconds to go. Sanaa Hollins gets fouled. She makes the front and the back end of a 1-and-1. And boy, they got a better shot off at the buzzer than we wanted them to. But it was a complete team victory on the road at Pleasant Grove. We won 56-55. What a way just to get that thing rolling in district. Beating Pleasant Grove is a great highlight for our kids. Our team was able to make the playoffs for the first time since 2015. and kind of just get a taste of what it's like to be there. I believe that's going to make our team hungry as we move forward. Goodness, our junior high program showed up, went on buses and watched our game, and that was just one of those opportunities where you saw every coach and every athlete, grades 7 through 12, our entire GLP program just relish that moment, and I think that's going to pay dividends as we move forward. We had 3 young ladies make the academic all-state team. In our own district, we had our first team all-district player, Natalie Stiles. We had 3 second team members, Sanaa Hollins, Kylie Posey, and Alicia Lily LaMelle. And we had 3 honorable mention members of the team, of the all-district team, and those young ladies were Tashani Moss, Jada People, and our freshman, Gabby Brown. One other thing to be very proud of, once again, I think it's a symbol of our school and the importance that is placed on academics. 9 of our 10 varsity basketball players were named to the academic all-district team. So not only were we able to experience, the rush and of beating Pleasant Grove and entering to that playoffs, but also academically. I mean, we had all-state, representatives as well as 9 out of 10 on our all-district team. Couldn't be more proud. Just this last weekend, this is the first time, I think, since Coach Peters was around, that we had a Longview News Journal honorable teams. Our third team member, made the third team for Longview News Journal, was Natalie Stiles, and an honorable mention. And you have to realize Longview News Journal serves the greater East Texas area. And an honorable mention member of that Longview News Journal team was Sanaa Hollins. So congratulations to both of those young ladies. Thank you to Coach Bell and Coach Loesa for all the work they did at the junior high. I think we had the most successful junior high season in years. We were able to beat Liberty Ilu and Gilmer, as well as others. So what a season, and we look forward to those kids coming to the high school. Goodness, what a deal that was. The last thing is we're so excited about moving forward. Just this weekend we had 5 young ladies go to Pine Tree on Saturday and Sunday to Point Guard College. They're excited, asking questions every day about Coach Wynn's Summer League, Coach Wynn's Youth Camp. Hey, Coach, we have varsity kids wanting to coach the junior high teams. There's just, those young kids look up to the high school kids, and those varsity kids are just sold out till they got that taste of the playoffs, and now they want to make it even stronger. Very excited about that. I'm a big team family guy. It took everybody associated with our program to experience the success we had, but we have 3 awards we'd like to share for our girls basketball team. The offensive MVP, goodness, what a year she had. Fought through some injuries, and just always showed up. Goodness, she can score from the outside and the inside. Lucky to have her a few more years. Our offensive MVP this season, Alicia Lily LaMelle. Going on the defensive MVP, we like to play some what we call junk defenses. We may go play boxing 1 in the full court, and we call 44 and 33 and some non-orthodox and non-traditional ways of playing basketball. Our goal is not to let any team's best player beat us. So if you come watch us play, sometimes it's chaotic and it's kind of hard to understand and see. But this kid is sold out to everything we've trained them to do for 3 years. She completely understands the concept behind our junk defense. But more importantly, she plays 32 minutes a night. She never gets a sub. And she's willing to face guard their best player. She's willing to play in the zone. She hits the floor and gets right back up. There's literally not anything I can't ask her to do defensively, and she's willing to do it. We'd be in a lot of trouble without number 10, our defensive MVP, Sanaa Nana Hollins. And moving on to our most valuable player for our team, she plays on both ends of the floor. Sometimes we had the ball in her hand, and sometimes we expected her to play with her back to the rim. Once again, she doesn't really get subs. We played her 30 to 32 minutes a night. And I think people don't understand how hard it is. It's basically impossible to get in shape to play 32 minutes. This young lady, she just does it by heart and desire. She loves her team. She loves her coaches. She loves her program. She's able to score that thing. She plays at the front of the press, the back of the press. Once again, she's a great leader to our team. She works really hard, spends lots of time in the gym. Our most valuable player this season, Natalie Stiles, GLP.
I'd like to take this time to recognize the high school boys basketball program For those of you that do not know me, I'm Coach Bedford, the head boys basketball coach here at Pittsburgh. I had the privilege of taking over the boys basketball program this past season, and we are excited about the future of our program with so many young and talented student athletes developing on all levels. The first team we will recognize is our freshman team. The student athletes on our freshman team this year are Malachi Armour, Jackson Vincent, Aiden Lawfer, Caleb Ham, Abriel Gonzalez, Will Taylor, Joseph Wynn, John McFadden, and Drew Marshall. Several of these young men also spent time on the JV team as well this year. Each of these young men and our freshman team showed great improvement throughout the season, and we're looking forward to see the bright future that they all have both on and off the floor, as well as in all the other sports that they play. The next team we will recognize tonight is the JV team. The student athletes on our JV team this year are Corlin Worth, Carter Glade, Leighton Hood, Cameron Honeycutt, Alexis Reyes, A.V. Pope, Brian Burke, Braylon Johnson, Jake Hammonds, and Ty Wilson. There were also a few of these young men that played multiple games with the varsity this season. Our JV group continued to grow and develop as the season went along as well and showed great potential and poise. We're really excited moving forward and seeing so many of these young athletes on both the JV and freshman team continuing to grow and develop to be varsity players. The last team that we want to recognize tonight in our high school basketball program is our varsity. The student athletes on our varsity team this year are Jabo Zachary. Jabo is all-district, academic all-district, and all-district honorable mention. Ricky Duffy, Trezavian Carlick, Amarian Golston. Amarian was all-district honorable mention. Christian Layton. Christian was academic all-district. Noah Torres, Jacob Graham, Braden Bolton. Braden was all-district honorable mention. Alexander Mitchum, Dalton Field. Dalton was academic all-district and all-district honorable mention. Elijah Barber, Terrell Williams, Braden Caraway. Braden was academic all-district, and Drew Lawton. Drew was also academic all-district. We were faced with adversity from the start of our season this year and continue to battle it throughout with injuries and quarantine, and we also had a very young team this year. These young men continue to push through, grow, and take huge strides in our development, both as individuals and as a team. We unfortunately fell short of achieving one of our goals of making the playoffs this year, but have been putting in some great work since the season has ended through our off-season workouts, spring league, and are looking forward to improve on this past season. Most of our team will be returning next year, but our two seniors will be truly missed. At this time, we'd like to recognize the awards from this past season. One of the things that I would like to keep in mind is remind everybody that in order to achieve an award in our program, you have to play at least 10 games on the varsity team. The Defensive Player of the Year award will go to a young man who is able to defend multiple positions well throughout the season. He defended some of the better guards and wings in our district on the perimeter while also playing down low on the block some as well. The Defensive Player of the Year award this year goes to Jabo Zachary. The next award this season will be split between two young men. These two guys showed flashes of really good play down low and took over some games offensively with their post moves and finishes. The Offensive Player of the Year goes to Amarian Golston and Dalton Field. Our next award for this season will be our MVP. This award will also be split between two young men that will both be returning next year and unfortunately weren't able to play full seasons this past season due to injury. One of these guys was our leading scorer on the season until coming down with an unfortunate leg injury just before district got started. And the other young man was our starting point guard who missed a good chunk of the season at the beginning, but came back a couple weeks before district. We're looking forward to both of these young men hopefully having a fully healthy season next season and leading our program from the guard position. Our MVPs for this year are Braden Bolton and Jacob Graham. The last award that we will be giving out is the Pirate Pride Award. This is an award that's very special. It goes out to 2 student athletes in our program who display great leadership, hard work, determination, and relentless effort. Both of these young men, unfortunately, won't be back with us next season, but we look forward to seeing them accomplish great things in their life after they graduate later this month. Our Pirate Pride Award goes to Alexander Mitchum and Braden Caraway. Coach Hashaway, Coach Wooden, and myself would like to thank all the members of our basketball program for the privilege of getting to coach each one of these young men, and we are looking forward to having each of you back this upcoming season to take the next big steps in building our program. Thank you.
My name is Coach Lowen for boys soccer. Our varsity did an outstanding job this year. We advanced to the regional quarterfinals after beating Bullard and Kilgore in the first and second round of the playoffs. We had 7 seniors named to the TASCO Academic All-State Team. We had 1 named to the THSCA Academic All-State Team. We also had 4 seniors that are going to represent Pittsburgh at the FCA All-Star Game. We had 16 players make All-District, 3 make First Team All-Region, and 1 make the All-State Team. We won more games in team history, finishing with a combined record of 22-6-1. We scored 152 goals this season, shattering the old record of 102. We had 129 assists, breaking the old record of 72. We did this while only giving up 18 goals all season long. Personal bests by the Pirates were also achieved this year as well. Giovanni Rojas broke the record for goals scored in a season. Gio had 41 goals, and the previous record was 27. Gio and Elias also tied for the most assists in one season with 25 each. Jose Reyes broke the record for the most shutouts in a season with 17. The previous record was 13. And Victor Benitez broke his own record for steals in a season with 303. Elias Flores broke the record for goals scored in one game. He had 7. The previous record was 5. And this also earned Elias the Max Preps United Soccer Coaches Player of the Week in the state of Texas. We had 16 players selected for all district honors, which is the most ever. Some of the superlatives that we took home this year were All Academic Team Player of the Year, Omar Garza, Defensive Player of the Year, Daniel Guerrero, Midfield Player of the Year, Victor Benitez, Offensive Player of the Year, Elias Flores, and District MVP, Giovanni Rojas. The following players are recipients of our end of the year season awards. Our most improved player goes to Jose Reyes. Our newcomer of the year goes to Anthony Rojas. Our defensive players of the year go to both Omar Garza and Daniel Guerrero. Offensive player of the year goes to Elias Flores. Pirate Pride Award goes to Mauricio Galvin. Most valuable player goes to Giovanni Rojas. And we also have one of the best managers in the state of Texas. So our team manager of the year goes to none other than Kevin Abunza. He does a great job. Like I said, he's the best in Texas. And I also want to give a special thank you to my assistant, Coach Buckner, for all of your help this year. Congratulations, Pitt Soccer, on another great season. I love you guys, and I can't wait to get started next year.
Hi, my name is April Guzman, head coach for Lady Pirate Soccer. I would like to highlight a few of our players who really shined this season. Alejandra Hernandez, who earned our MVP award, also earned the All-Academic Team Player of the Year District Honor. We also have Abigail Ramirez, who earned Offensive Player of the Year and First Team District Honors. And we also have our Defensive Player of the Year, Merlin Guillen. And I would also like to highlight our Second Team District Honors. Those include Evelyn Ponce and Alessandra Gutierrez. And I would like to thank all of the ladies for all their hard work this season. They really came together as a family, and they really shined all together.
First off, I'd like to start with introducing the Pittsburgh High School girls team. Sadie Burrow, Zoe Kate Wetzel, Lana Wilkes, and seniors Lacey Richardson, Allie Smith, Taylor Worth, and Courtney Kilburn. The boys team is Dylan Clifton, Drew Marshall, Hogan Spearman, Price Parker, and senior Wade Yanis. This year, the PHS golf was represented by both boys and girls team at the regional tournament. I'm so proud of our student athletes for setting this goal and then accomplishing it. I would now like to announce the boys and girls MVP for 2021. The MVP award is decided by taking all tournament scores, dropping the worst one, and averaging them together. The player with the lowest average is recognized as the MVP. This year's girls MVP is Lana Wilkes. And this year's boys MVP is Wade Yanis. The Most Improved Award is the recognition of a player who showed dramatic improvement throughout the season. For the girls, the Most Improved Award goes to Taylor Worth. For the boys, the Most Improved Award goes to Drew Marshall. I would also like to take the time to thank all of you for such a fun and successful season, and I look forward to next year.
Hi, I'm Coach Moore, and it's my pleasure to talk to you today about our girls track team. We had a great season. We had 40 athletes that represented GOP. Every sport in girls athletics represented our track team this year. We were the only complete JV team in our district. And here's some of the results. Our JV girls, they won 3 meets this year. They won the Gladewater, Spring Hill, and they were the district champs of our district this year. JV did a great job. Our varsity won 3 meets as well. They won the Gladewater, Rusk, and the Diana meet. So they did a great job there too. We had 3 district champions. Abby Ramirez won the 2 mile, the 3200. Sanaa Hollins won the 400. And Brooklyn Scrofani won the discus. And she will be going to state this week to compete March the 6th in Austin. We had 12 of our girls that qualified for area. That was Sanaa Hollins, Natalie Stiles, Abby Ramirez, Kiera Grant, Tashani Moss, Brooklyn Scrofani, Layla Rhymes, Jada Peoples, and Tamia Anderson. Of those 12, 6 of them went on to region. That was Sanaa Hollins, Natalie Stiles, Abby Ramirez, Kiera Grant, Brooklyn Scrofani, and Tashani Moss. And like I said earlier, we have Brooklyn Scrofani. She's headed to state in discus. She will compete this Thursday in Austin. Overall, we had a great season. We look forward to continue the build of GLP champions. And our field MVP is Brooklyn Scrofani. And our track MVP is Sanaa Hollins. And again, congratulations to all our girls and their accomplishments this year. We had a great season, and we look forward to next season. Thank you.
All right, thank you for watching the video. My name is Derek Barnhart. I'm the head boys track coach at Pittsburgh High School. I want to start off by thanking my coaches, Billy Hashaway, Teran Wooden, and Kylan Wright. I've told those guys many times that I couldn't do this without them, and I do appreciate them. I also want to give special thanks to Coach Chatham for all of his help that he gives me during the season. He does a lot for me that I can't do, I don't have the time to do, and also I tell him all the time I appreciate him for that. And then a special thanks to all the track athletes for all the hard work you guys put in during the season. Okay, this season, I wanted to start off talking about our core principles that we followed. We introduced these at the beginning of the year. The first one was stay hungry. So you may have seen all the hashtags that I put out there, and I'm thankful again for my young coaches that explained hashtags and social media to me. So that really helped. But the first one was stay hungry. And like it says, it's a desire that we wanted the boys to have, to keep working hard, to not be satisfied. We could have success, but don't be happy with the success. Keep staying hungry. Keep working hard to get better. One of the other hashtags we had, or premises that we have for this season, was 212 degrees. 212 degrees is the boiling point of water. So we wanted to have our attitude be like the boiling point of water, meaning that to be excited. So when water boils, it's excited, it's bubbling. So we wanted to hit 212 degrees with our attitude for track. 211 degrees, 210 degrees wasn't good enough. That's lukewarm. So we wanted to be excited. We wanted to be all in for track. The last one we introduced during the track season, and we put it in once Coach Abram came in, was EAT. And he brought that, we talked, and there's a lot of things that I liked. But EAT is the things that, not just you as an athlete, but everybody, these are the things that you can control in any situation. You can always control your effort, you could always control your attitude, and you could always control your toughness. Okay, successes for over the year, success stories. Our 4x100 and 4x200 were medalists in almost every meet that we attended. Our top time for the 4x100, as a matter of fact, was a 42.93 at the Dangerfield meet, which is a very good time. We had 6 first place finishes at the New Diana meet. We placed second overall in the varsity division. We had 5 first place finishes at the Dangerfield meet, again placing second overall in the varsity division. JV placed first overall in the JV division at the Dangerfield meet. Our JV 4x200 finished second at the district track meet. Elijah Barber was the district JV champion in the 110 hurdles and the 300 meter hurdles. So there's a lot of talent coming up, and we're excited about that. Jacob Berryhill was the district champion in the 800 meters, the 1600 meters, and the 3200 meter runs. Area qualifiers that we had out of this season. Jacob Berryhill, like we said, the 800, the 1600, and the 3200. Our 4x100 relay team qualified for area. That consisted of KJ Williams, Braden Bolton, Ricky Duffy, and Tyleek Isom. Our 4x200 relay team qualified for area. That's KJ Williams, Braden Bolton, Ricky Duffy, and Cameron Honeycutt. Elijah Garrison qualified for area in the triple jump and the long jump. Ricky Duffy qualified for area in the long jump and the high jump. Jaden Faulkner qualified for area in the 400 meter dash. And KJ Williams qualified for area in the 200 meter dash. We also had success at the area meet, so we had regional qualifiers, people that moved on to the regional meet. Jacob Berryhill qualified for the regional meet in the 1600 and the 3200 meter run. Our 4x100 relay and our 4x200 relay both qualified at the regional meet. And then KJ Williams qualified for the 200 meter at the regional meet. As far as all that goes, I feel like we did well, but we left some on the track. And talking about those premises that we had about staying hungry and improving, I'm glad we had success. I'm glad we got to the regional meet. I wanted the boys to see how close we were to getting to the state meet, and then getting to see that level of competition. So I hope that builds an excitement for that to come. Okay, the awards for boys track. The first award that I'm going to give out is the Most Improved Award. And like it says, this is the athlete or athletes who showed the most improvement from the beginning of track season to the end of track season. We had 2 sophomores that, when I was talking to the coaches, we were putting in names, and these 2 names came up. And I didn't even want to think about breaking the tie, because I think they both improved, and they both improved mightily. So the award recipients, most improved, is Tyleek Isom and Cameron Honeycutt. Okay, the next award that I would like to give is we call it the High Flyer Award, and this is eligible to anyone who did field events. And the criteria to win the High Flyer Award is over the course of the season, you were the high point scorer for all field events. And the winner of the High Flyer Award this season is Elijah Garrison. Okay, the next award is the Golden Spike. The Golden Spike, like the High Flyer, it's geared towards the runners, so anything from the 100 meters to the 2 mile. And again, the criteria is that you are the high point scorer over the course of the season in the running events. And the Golden Spike Award winner is Jacob Berryhill. Okay, the final award that I want to give out is the Pirate Pride Award. And Pirate Pride for us, when we talk about what that means to the boys track program, basically you exemplify our idea of what eat means. So you're always giving effort. You have the best attitude every day, day in, day out, and you are the toughest person on the track team. Again, all the things that you can control. And as a matter of fact, when we evaluate talent on our team, like where you're going to fit on the team, your talent and ability are going to fall below your effort that you give, the attitude that you have, and the toughness that you have. So this year's Pirate Pride Award winner, I'm proud to say, is Brady Moore. All right, thank you very much.
All right, I'm here to discuss the softball season now. We had tons of girls sign up. We had about 31 girls sign up. A huge off-season, it's the most I've ever seen in an off-season program. I think overall every single girl that worked in that off-season program worked their tails off to get better and better. And it was a great off-season. This is the best off-season I've had since then. We ended up with 2 teams because there were so many girls. They were very large teams. Unfortunately, our JV team lost a lot of games due to snow days, rainouts, and then only one other team in our district had a JV team. But the games they did compete in, I was very proud of them. They got better and better each game. We had tons of girls that played that had never played before in their life. A few girls stepped up to pitch who have never pitched or haven't pitched in a long time. So I was proud of them for stepping up and doing that for their team. And each player got better and better as the year went on. Our varsity team, it was kind of a growing season for us. We had our ups and downs, a lot of lumps. We did great during preseason. Then we went through some learning curves during district. And we have a tough district, so it's hard to compete in. But I was just proud that we got 1% better every single game. We only had 1 senior, so we have a big group coming back, and I'm excited to see what we can do throughout the summer and the off season in the fall to prepare us for next year to make a playoff run. I can go ahead and tell you the academic all-district awards was Kyra Mason, Allie Burns, Taryn Kiefer, Kylie Fitch, Abby Wiley, Brooklyn Scrofani, Landry Moore, and Tamia Anderson. I can't give out the other all-district awards quite yet because we still got teams in our district still in the playoffs right now. Our overall softball awards, we have Offensive Player of the Year, went to Alicia Lamel. Defensive Player of the Year went to Daytona Torrey. And the overall MVP award went to Kylie Fitch. Again, I'm very proud of this group. We went through our learning curves, but I think we're getting better and better, and I'm just ready to get started for next year.
Hi, I'm Todd Newman. I'm the head baseball coach for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I wanted to talk a little bit about our teams this year and the season we've had. First off, for our JV team, they played really, really good baseball for most of the year. Their record was 10-13. 23 games was the most games our JVs played in quite a while, and I was real proud of the way they played, and they made a lot of progress, and I really think they have a lot of great things in the future. As far as our varsity team, we just finished our season this past Monday. We finished 1 game out of the playoffs. We finished 10-16 for the year. Our early season went pretty well. We went to the Nacogdoches tournament, went 3-1, and beat a couple of teams that are in the playoffs now that are state ranked. We had some injury issues with arm troubles and certain things, knee troubles, and kind of hindered us a little bit. One thing that we did do this year that we haven't done in a while is we beat Pleasant Grove for the first time since 2014 in our district game that we played them. We played 15 district games. We went 4-11, which was 1 game out of the playoffs. Liberty Ilo won the district. As far as our varsity team goes, I really look forward to the good things from these guys because we only had 3 seniors. Most of our team is juniors, and I feel like COVID kind of hurt us because last year when those guys were sophomores, most of them were starters, and when they cut our season short, I feel like it really hindered their progression and experience and that type of thing. And so I thought our kids battled and fought all year to get better. I thought that they worked really hard at practice. I can't say enough about the guys I have. I'll introduce our varsity team. Our seniors were Neftali Mancia, Putt McCain and Aiden Oliveras, and our juniors were Braden Bolton, Colin Brown, Ryan Bullock, John Cummings, Dalton Hall, Landon Huggins, Austin Johnson, John Peters, Ty Price, and Jax Ramsey. Those were our juniors. So those are 10 juniors right there that are coming back with a whole year of experience, and would have had 2 years experience had it not been for COVID. And then we had 2 sophomores on our varsity. That would have been Drew Lawton and Kyle Ramsey. And they came in and pitched, and they came in when people were hurt, and they came in and did good things for us on the mound and at positions. And just, I can't say enough about those 2 guys. And so I feel like going forward next year, we had our all-district baseball meeting yesterday, and most every team in our district is losing quite a bit of seniors. And so I feel like we have the perfect chance to compete next year for a not only a playoff spot but for a high seeding in our district. The coaches and I, Coach Rogers and Coach Holderness and Coach Garcia, all talked about superlatives for our varsity team, just talked about who contributed where and who contributed defensively, offensively, who really had a good season. You know, we had a lot of kids. When you play 26 games in a season, you really have time to go into a slump and then come out of a slump, and you know, it's kind of a roller coaster. And so with having so many games, and so we came with some superlatives. Our MVP for our team this year is John Cummings. John had our highest batting average in district. I think he batted around 400 or maybe even higher than that. I can't remember exactly what it was. And then he pitched for us. He pitched 9 of our 15 district games and pitched well enough to win in most of those games. Pitched several complete games in those. And so we just felt like offensively and defensively, he was the player that contributed the most to our success this year. Not to say anything about any of our other players. I think everybody, you know, baseball is the ultimate team sport. You know, you have 9 guys working together, and it's a unique sport in that basically you have a pitcher and a catcher working against one batter, but then when the batter puts the ball in play, you have 7 other guys that come into the mix, and so it's really a unique sport. And I think that our guys did a great job. Now, as offensive MVP this year, and this is a guy who I told last year as a sophomore, I said, if you work on your hitting a lot this summer and you work on seeing the ball and hitting the ball, you could be our DH next year. And he ended up being our DH this year, our designated hitter, and that is John Peters. He's our offensive player of the year. He batted .378 in district. He led off the bottom of the 7th inning against Gilmer last week. Last week he led off the bottom of the 7th with a double, and then we scored that run to win the game 1-0. So, I mean, he's just done it all year for us. He's just come up with clutch hits for us, and so John Peters is our offensive MVP. Defensive MVP this year is a tough decision because I think we had so many players that played well defensively. So it just came down to who made the most tough plays this year. And this year, I think that we did a really good job of making most of our routine plays. But the tough plays are what wins you games. So Dalton Hall and Jax Ramsey are our defensive MVPs. Jax is our first baseman, and I feel like Jax has probably the best glove in all of our area. He goes and gets fly balls on the fence. He scoops balls that are thrown badly. He dives for balls. He makes all those plays, and I just feel like he's very deserving as one of our defensive MVPs. Now, Dalton Hall, he's our catcher. He's a junior also. He threw out 11. He threw out 11 base runners in district stealing, and he threw out runners at third when they would get too much. He threw out runners at first. He was always back picking people. He saved a lot of runs for us this year, and so we felt like he deserved a part of that defensive MVP. So, you know, with all that being said, I look forward to the future for these guys. I think I think that the future for Pittsburgh Pirate baseball is very bright. I think the future for Pittsburgh Pirate athletics is very bright, and so I just want to wish all of our student athletes for the 21-22 school year the best of luck, and hope they just go get after everybody. Thank you.
Well, these next awards, they're generally kind of bittersweet. You know, you spend 4 years with a group, you know, and you develop relationships that just, you're so proud of what the seniors have accomplished, but you're also kind of sad because you hate to let them go. But I'll tell you what, we've got a new wall that's called the GLP Elite. We had 5 members to this last year, and we're going to induct 2 more members to the GLP Elite today. I think this is a great honor for seniors. The spirit of the rule, or the spirit of this award and the GLP Elite Wall is to increase participation among our athletes, and also, you know, to increase or improve program performance by getting our athletes to play multiple sports. The criteria to get inducted into the GLP Elite, they must meet at least 3 of the following criteria. They must either be a 2-year varsity member of the volleyball team, a 2-year varsity member of the varsity basketball team, a 2-year member of the varsity softball team, a 2-year member of the varsity soccer program, a regional qualifier in tennis, a regional qualifier in golf, regional qualifier in cross country, regional qualifier in powerlifting, or a regional qualifier, an area qualifier in track and field. So in order to be, you know, to receive this honor, you must be involved with at least 3 of those sports groups. GLP's #1 core value is team/family. We believe in that with all our heart and all our soul. And so it's my honor and my pleasure today to induct the 2 new members of the GLP Elite. Our first induction was a 2-time area qualifier in track and field, a 2-time regional qualifier in track and field, and a 2-time varsity basketball team member. Congratulations, Kiera Grant. Moving on to our second inductee, she was a 2-time varsity volleyball player, a 2-year varsity basketball player, an area qualifier in track and field, and a regional qualifier in track and field. Congratulations to Shanti Moss. We had a great senior class that we'll miss. Very excited about what you do in the future. One of the best things about our program is when our seniors that graduate go off and compete in life and then come back and visit with our program. So make no mistake, congratulations today, ladies. We will miss you. See you soon. And GLP.
Good morning. My name is Brenda Davis, and I'm the treasurer of the Pittsburgh Athletic Booster Club. Our officers are Scotty Traylor, president, Alex Johnson, vice president, LaWanda Edwards, secretary. And again, I'm Brenda Davis, and I'm the treasurer. The Athletic Booster Club is an organization made up of parents, staff, the community, and coaches that volunteer to run the concessions at the football games, volleyball, baseball, and basketball games. We also sponsor the Pirate Football Program, which is our greatest fundraiser that we sell ads in with pictures and from the community and for businesses that we sell at all home games. With the profits earned, the Athletic Boosters helps purchase extra items for all athletic departments for both boys and girls. Each year, with the help of Coca-Cola, the Athletic Boosters Club gives 6 $500 scholarships to qualifying seniors. Each senior has requirements that they must be met to be considered for the scholarships. They have to attend Pittsburgh High School for a minimum of 2 years, participated in at least 2 sports during Pittsburgh High School, has not been in AEP while at PHS, has passed all exit exams, is eligible for graduation at the end of the current semester, has taken and has proof of their ACT or SAT, has earned a 3.0 or higher, has 2 teacher recommendations from PHS, and has applied to a junior college, a university, or a trade school, and will be entering college at the fall semester of 2021. Now, it's my honor to announce the 6 recipients. A scholarship committee voted for these recipients. That's an athletic academic all-star scholarship. In no particular order, we have Courtney Kilburn, Wade Yantis, Abraham Durillo, Allie Hernandez, Aaron Autry, and Alexandria Armour. We pray that each of you go far in life and do your best at anything that you set your mind to. God bless, and go Pirates. Thank you.
Well, our final award today, what a great day it was just to celebrate GLP athletics and Pittsburgh Pirate athletics. Goodness gracious, what a staff we have across the whole board. This is the best district in the state, there's no doubt in my mind. And so today I have the honor and the privilege to select and award the GLP Athlete of the Year. And before we do that, I think it's important to tell you, obviously GLP stands for Go Lady Pirates. And when we got here 3 years ago, the spirit of this was to not specialize in any sport. We didn't want to have just a great volleyball program or a great basketball program or a great track program. We really wanted to build the entire girls athletic program. So we said GLP, Go Lady Pirates. And here's the deal. If you can help a program, the expectation is you help and participate with that program. Not all girls want to do everything, but I'll tell you what, when they hear GLP enough, goodness, it's awesome to see the contributions so many kids make. We honestly don't want to have a best team or a best sport. Our entire program, from coaches to athletes, we literally want to have the best girls athletic program in the state of Texas. We truly believe in our core value, number one, of team/family. And, we learned that a person that loves volleyball can also help the basketball team. And that volleyball player needs somebody that loves basketball to help her volleyball team. We've learned that basketball can help softball and cross country can help soccer, and so on and so forth. We've learned that by growing our team and family culture, we've learned that by competing in various sports that we enhance the performance and make our entire athletic program one to be proud of. Qualifications to become the GLP Athlete of the Year, it can be any class or any classification, doesn't matter if you're freshman through senior. And what we look for as a coaching staff is we want to find the young lady that made the most contributions to the GLP athletic program and also helped every sport that they could. So if they had the talent to help in a sport and didn't, then that young lady's not going to be qualified, to be the GLP Athlete of the Year. So once again, any classification, who made the most contributions to the entire program, and and did you help with every program that you had the talent to do so? Goodness, GLP is a great place to be, and so today we want to honor this young lady who's the GLP Athlete of the Year. She was a member of the varsity volleyball team, a regional qualifier for the cross-country team, a first-team all-district selection for the soccer team, and an area and regional qualifier for the girls' track team. Congratulations to this year's GLP Athlete of the Year, Abby Ramirez. We look forward to another great year next year, GLP.
We would like to thank you for joining us for this event and joining us for this athletic banquet. Again, it was a bit different from what we would have liked to do, but we were able to celebrate these great young men and great young women in their accomplishments throughout this past school year. I ask that you continue to support these young men and these young women in the future, as well as all students here in Pittsburgh, because there are great things on the horizon, and I would hate to miss it if I were you. See you later.